Hello everyone. This building right here is an abandoned value village in Salem, Oregon. It's been a while after filming this one back in 2019. This time we'll be exploring the inside. We're gonna go through that door. Get ready. Here we are on the inside. Wow, so dark in here. Man, I remember I used to come here once in a while when they were in business several years ago. It was kinda busy from what I can recall. Cash registers used to be in front of the windows. Jesus Christ, look how bad this portion of the floor tiles are. It wasn't like that when they were open in the past. Now that's a real shame. The inside looks sad and depressing. It's seriously unbelievable. I wasn't expecting this thrift store was going to close someday. I don't think this place ever got renovated over the years so far. Alright, so this area over there used to have a fitting rooms. Not anymore, they took them away. I don't know why though. The inside looks outdated. It was just like that back then. Moving on, the next area on the right side used to have shoes department. To the left side, that's where the clothing section was. Yeah, further down there was additional clothing near the back room entrance. It's on the right corner near the exit sign that is on. There were a lot of clothing so far from what I can remember. About the background noises, it must be the alarm system that is causing the sound. It was just like that when I came into the building. I suppose it's been that way for a long period of time. Aside from that, the corner on the left side near the thin pillar used to be furniture and electronics department. It was a very small selection to choose from, I believe. Oh wow, check out those stack of boxes over there. Let's go closer to them. Dang, full of computer boxes completely unopened. That is awesome. I guess they have been there for a while then. Let's continue moving. Okay, so to the right side, that would have been the bed and bath department. And down there to the right used to be the book department too. Even further used to have houseware stuff. I happen to have a video when this store was open from 2018. If you haven't seen the footage, please do so in the description below. I also have another video when this store was recently closed. Watch it if you haven't as well. I'll explain a bit of history about this building. So, this was originally a Kmart Foods in 1970. They didn't last long and then another grocery store called Waremart took over the spot. They moved out later at the end. Then this Value Village thrift store opened in November 1988 and then they closed down in November 2019. Lasting 31 years of business. The reason why they had to shut down for good is because the lease has already expired. That's really unfortunate. I'm betting it was a nice place to shop a long time ago. I heard the hospital purchased the parking lot for the employees here for a while because they were making another hospital building on their existing parking. There's no more cars here at this parking lot now since the new building is already finished. The old Kmart store is temporarily being used as a storage for hospital furniture and equipment. There's literally tons of things in there, like seriously. And for this space here, not so much. Anyway, this used to be an office. I'll assume it belonged to the manager. There's more explanation why you really got the lease expired. So the property owner decided this building in the parking lot was more valuable than the income from Value Village rent and did not renew the lease, if this makes sense. It is just one store that closed, not the rest in other cities. This Value Village management decided not to move out but just close for good. It's not always an easy decision when it comes to business that are closing. This was the only Value Village in Salem, by the way. The nearest location would be in Tigard and is still in operation to this day. Hopefully that store doesn't close in the near future. That is the last one ever to exist within the state. The Tigard store inside layout design is like the old surf floor I saw earlier. There used to be more Value Village stores in Oregon in the past. 3 of them in Portland, 1 in Springfield, and 1 in Medford. They all closed way before this one went out of business. Aside from that, check those notes in the wall. Mostly about the reviews at this place. The customers really love coming to this Value Village. That's pretty interesting. I don't think I have seen something similar to this in person before. I don't remember otherwise. I just mostly rely on Google reviews and such. We got restrooms upstairs sign. Of course, I remember the sign. This one right here is the old break room. It's a big break from what I can tell. Employee lounge. The writing looks nice. Tables and chairs could have been in the back part. There was a likely chance that this room could have also included a vending machine and TV. Perhaps fridge and microwave were here as well. I honestly don't know about couch. Maybe there was one too. Wow, check out the ceiling speaker. I think that looks pretty old. That would be indeed insane if it is. Keep checking out the rooms. Okay, so this tiny room would have been a janitor closet. We got a pipe attached to the ceiling from the sink. Never seen anything like that before. That's pretty cool. The sink is vintage, but unfortunately it's dirty as heck. That's just plain sad. Unbelievable. Also, check out those pipes near the ceiling. That's gotta be from the bathrooms. What a weirdest design I've ever seen. I mean, they should have added another ceiling layer below the pipes. If you know what I mean by that. Supposedly, if it ever burst, then that's a big problem without having another ceiling layer. That would be very, very bad and embarrassing. There's a big ass door. I'm certain that this door got replaced a while back. Let's check this one out. It's gotta be some kind of storage. We got a sign about chemical spill and release. Look, the hanging light fixture is sadly tilted. We got a door that is no longer open because of this wood. Wasn't expecting that. We got a handful of mops. Now let's take a look at the back room. This is where the employees were taking merchandise to the sales floor. There used to be a baler machine here, but they took them away. This room isn't so big. The entryway will lead to the sales floor, obviously. One screen door is missing. That's too bad. Whoa, look at those big pipes at the corner. Those valves still. I'm pretty sure those are the original pipes when this store was built a long time ago. Man, that's sick as heck. Beautiful retro pipes. It goes all the way beyond the ceiling. There you go. It's very high. Ooh, there's water in the green container. That's seriously nasty. It's gotta be from the roof. I wouldn't be surprised about the roof leak. Alright, I'm starting to realize that the store actually somehow got renovated a long time ago. About earlier I mentioned it never got remodeled. I am totally wrong about it. My bad, y'all. So the previous inside store layout design had the wall white and the red line in each of them. There's an actual photo of outside Value Village in a Kmart in between the mid 2000s and late 2000s. The inside Value Village looked different back then before it got renovated. Interesting object. Before we head upstairs, let's check out those signs. Definitely looks old school. Once again, here are the bathroom pipes. Man, they're dusty. Now let's go to the second floor and see what we can find up there. And here we are. We're gonna check the big door in a moment. There used to be a small shelf against the wall. Looks like there's another janitor closet. I can tell because how those supplies for the restrooms. Oh wow, there's a little hole in the wall. That should lead to the attic. Never knew they still had their own attic. You got 5 signatures in there. Bet they're already expired. The inside looks really awesome. You got installations up there. I wish there's a doorway here. I don't usually like crawling through small things. My clothes get easily dirty. Anyway, that's done. Let's move on. Those are the bathrooms I just talked about earlier. Let's go into this big door. I have been wanting to see what the inside looked like when this door was in operation. This is gonna sound funny, but I initially thought this big door leads to the next door Kmart. Unfortunately, that's not the case. I can see this was the storage. There's empty wooden shelves. I can tell they're really old. Yellow note says open door slowly. I can see that door can be a hazard if somebody accidentally knocks someone down while going upstairs. I think the door should have been facing towards this room instead of opening it outside. Just to be safe, you know? I like how they left some of the labels. Guess somebody forgot to remove them. Let's go take a look at the electrical panels. Surprised they're still working. So this is the electric heater control. Almost all of them are turned on. The fan is running slowly above the ceiling. Here it is. That looks kinda creepy, haha. On to the next one. Those are just regular electrical panels for the lightings. Most of them are obviously turned off. Got some lighting location info. It's a really outdated paper for sure. We got a tiny panel too. Yet there's more paper as well like the other. Just gonna close it. And this one too. All done. Oh, we haven't seen this one yet. Whoa, you're gonna wanna see this. Look at number 9 that says Hutchman Frozen Food. Wow, can't believe there are a bit of remnants when they were a grocery store long before I really took over this spot. I mean, only the old grocery store department labels in the panel. Basically, that's just the remnants so far. I think it likely belonged to Waremart. Aside from that, there's a ladder to the roof access. Unfortunately, not able to go up there because there's a combination padlock. Just gonna leave it the way it is. It's time to check the bathrooms. So this is the women's room. Here we are. The size of the room is very small. 2 sinks. Oh wow, the water is running. I don't know how long it's been like that. There's no trash can at all except for this. 3 stalls. Toilets are really old. Insane. I almost forgot to mention that I was here at this thrift store when they were closing. There were barely anything left and it was kinda empty too. In fact, I actually bought a random old school textbook with a Riot Village sticker on it. It's just something like a souvenir. If anyone has memories coming to this store, please do let me know in the comment section. It's hard to believe that a lot of customers and employees were here back then. Not anymore nowadays. Anyway, let's see the men's room. The men's sign is in paper. Not surprised. There you go. Got one light on. There are 2 stalls and 1 urinal here. The toilets are old school just like the women's room we went earlier. I'm always curious with vintage stuff. You know. Looks like they were hit graffiti a while back. Not good. Finally, 2 sinks and 1 trash can. I'm pretty sure the women's room sinks used to look like this before they got replaced. Anyway, we're officially finished with the 2nd floor. There's actually one more thing I gotta show you in the back room. It's right over there. This electrical panel has other remnants and labels that belong to the previous grocery store. Number 12 says over produce section. Number 16 says meat. Man, that's freaking sick. All done. I'm gonna take angle shots of this place. Hope you enjoy. Since we're done, let's get out of the building. And that's pretty much it. That's gonna wrap up for video. Make sure you like, comment, share, pretty much so. And until next time, peace out.